Hello, everyone, or I should say Alola, because we are playing through the Alola region. That's right. Let me know if you can hear me all right. You should be able to. Looks like everything is good. A little nervous. I'm in the brand new setup, as you can see by the disgusting background behind me with like hundreds of pictures on the ground. That is why I didn't stream last week as we wrapped up our Omega Ruby wedlock. It is now time in this brand new apartment to start a new run. New beginnings. I'm very excited, not only because Sun and Moon are quality Pokemon games, some of my absolute favorites in the franchise, to be honest, but I have not played through them in quite some time, so it should be a lot of fun. Yeah, so what we are going to do is get going in just a few minutes. I want to say hi to everyone, especially because this run, as you may know, is interactive. Hello, Joyly Daniels Joseph. Hello, Jawan Joseph. Hello, Marina, Brownie, Pikmin Fan 67, Gym Leader JC. All the regulars are here. Yeah, there's someone behind me. That is Mrs. Tambali. That's part of the fun of this new setup. Our desks are very close together. So you'll probably be seeing a lot more of her. She hangs out on stream. But yeah, this is going to be a fun run. We'll get going in a few minutes. I want to talk about the rule sets for this Sun Nuzlocke. Previously, we did a monotype fairy wedlock, or fairy Nuzlocke, sorry, in X, and a wedlock where Pokemon are paired up in Omega Ruby. This is going to be the most straightforward vanilla run by far, just given the difficulty of Sun and Moon. I've imposed a few extra challenges that we've already been playing with, such as level caps. This time I'm holding myself to very hard level caps for all the bosses in this game, be it totems, trial captains, kahunas. I am also, yeah, that's basically it. Just playing with base Nuzlocke rules beyond that. Should be fun, should honestly be a challenge. So I'm a little nervous, but should be fun, especially with all of your help. Y'all will guide me through this. Yeah, so again, before we get going, I want to speak to the interactivity of this run. As you can see, if you are here live, there is a lovely poll. I'm sure most of you have voted on it. If you have not, please vote. It looks like we have 20 votes. That's a very good sample size, but I'd love to get it up to, I don't know, maybe 30 before we hit that point in the game. We have some gameplay to get through before we pick our starter. I think it's like 20-30 minutes, but I will, once we are presented with that choice, I will put a timer on screen, 1 minute, and then the poll will close at the conclusion of that 1 minute. You have, from now, the poll is open now. You can vote now through the end of that timer, but whatever starter wins the poll is the starter that we will pick. So I hope you enjoy that element of being able to pick my starter. Though it does look like there's a front runner right now, and it's Poplio, though Poplio's lead is shrinking. I checked earlier today. Poplio was at 71%. Now it's at 57%. Oh, shrinking even more. Someone voted for Rowlet. Don't let me skew the poll results, though. I'm going to mention it here and there. I'm not going to talk about results. Yeah, vote for whatever you want. And we'll see who wins. It'll be fun. Another element of interactivity on this stream run is going to be you picking the names of all my Pokemon. This is a method that I have always admired from other creators and streamers, and I wanted to bring that for this run, especially because last run we had a great naming theme going, but it was one devised by me and Mrs. Tambali, who's right behind me. And this time I want to bring all of you in. So what I'm going to do is ask you to sound off in chat immediately after we catch a Pokemon. Say whatever you want, an emoji, something, just say hi, whatever, just so I know you're here. I have no other way of knowing. And then I'm going to write it in this kind of roulette wheel that I have on my browser. I'm not going to share my screen right now. But once we kind of reach critical mass, if I sense that everyone that wants to participate has, and I've put their name in, I will spin the wheel. Everyone gets one slot on the wheel, so even odds for everyone. If it lands on you, congrats. You get to nickname my Pokemon. Should be fun. Don't abuse the system. Don't make me regret doing this. So don't do something horrendously stream inappropriate. If you think it's not good, then it's probably not good. But you know, we can make it funny. Do like literally, give me whatever you want. It can be fitting for the Pokemon. You can name it after yourself, whatever you want. So yeah, those two elements are going to really, hopefully, make the run fun for y'all to watch, even more than it already is, I hope. As you watch me fumble through very challenging Alola games. Without further ado, I think that is enough prefacing. Let's get going into the game and approach the point where we can pick our starter. All right. There's that classic Alola region theme. And yes, you are right, Juan. The intro to this game is very long, so we're not going to waste time. I really honestly do enjoy the story of this game. It seems like a lot of folks complain about it, at least the amount of cutscenes, but I don't mind because I really think this is probably the second best story in any Pokemon game. Alright, I'm going to pick one that looks like me. None of them particularly do. I have a beard. I'm feeling light hair. I think that looks like me. And we will spell out my name, which is Tam. Alright, and again, thank you all for voting in the poll. I really appreciate it. Looks like we're at 24 votes, and it's tighter than I expected. The lead for the lead Pokemon, I won't reveal who, if you haven't voted yet, is shrinking. And it looks like we have a cutscene to watch before we get to do anything. There we go. Pokemon Sun is underway. Three months later. I did not realize there was that much of a time jump. And hello, Mirror Cat. I don't think I've seen you in chat before. Welcome in. Thank you for joining. And we're up to 25 votes in the poll. Amazing work, y'all. If anyone new has popped in, please vote in the lovely poll on screen. Once again, you will be able to pick the starter that we are going with. And one of you will be able to nickname it. As I mentioned, doing a random wheel for nicknames. So one lucky person will nickname whatever of the 3 starters we end up picking. Yeah, that is right, Doily. Sun Moon gives you actual story. That is, yeah, I mean, I really love the stories to this game again. It's, yeah, again, I would say it's my 2nd favorite, probably after the Generation 5 games collectively. Yeah. Yeah, we have to put my hat on or something. Maybe not. Of course I am. Alright, where's this doorbell? Over here? Oh, I didn't even have to let them in. They don't have locks on the doors in Alola. I remember being really confused after the first time I played this game because he calls everyone cousin. I thought that meant that we were actually related. His voice? Says Meerkat, what? Whose voice? Alright, let's go get a Pokemon. I'm sure there won't be any diversions along the way with legendary Pokemon. Like, yeah, one thing is, I've played X and ORAS, the Gen 6 games that we just played on stream, so many times that I just kind of breezed through the story when we played those because I don't find them all that interesting anymore. I just also presumed that everyone had played them before, so I was kind of skipping dialogue and stuff. Hopefully for this stream, if it doesn't drive you all crazy, I'll have to get ready. I want to enjoy this story. Hopefully it's not too tedious. I want to read dialogue out loud or really savor cutscenes. And I also don't want to presume that everyone watching has played these games before either. And even if you have, like me, hopefully you appreciate the story. So I'm not going to spoil stuff, is my point. But also, believe it or not, these games are almost a decade old. Meerkat says, yours. You sound like a voice actor. Oh, thank you. I get that a lot. Everyone thinks I have a really great voice for voice acting and stuff. I'd like to do that. That's always been like an aspiration. I'm a YouTuber. So I guess I don't really mind the sound of my own voice. Alright, well, let's get going. Around the house, I'm going on an adventure. Bringing this thing home. Alright. Cam's house. Why is my name on this? Douglas Pope, hello. I don't think I've seen you here either. Welcome in. Thanks for joining. Oh, and we hit 30 votes on the poll. Well done, y'all. Let's get to 35. We still have quite a few cutscenes before we get to pick our starter, I think. What do I think about the Rust Syndicate from the new trailer? I think there will be a traditional evil team, or do you have a different opinion? Good question. I don't think there'll be like a full-on evil team. I think they're going to be more like, let's go to Iki Town. I think they're going to be more like the Misfortune Sisters from Legends Arceus, just like side villains. More like you can battle them in side quests and minor battles, but not all too high stakes. I really think they exist to kind of underscore the criminal underground of Lumio City in the new games. Oh, there's nothing here. There's a cliff, but I can't go off of it. Power of Science is amazing. I remember really, like, honestly, one of my best Pokemon memories is playing this game for the first time in 2016. This was well before I had my YouTube channel. And this was one of the last times that I played a Pokemon game on launch day by myself. Because now, as you know, with YouTube, I stream the launch of every new Pokemon game. So I share that experience with all of you. And then I remember for X and Y and Black and White even, I think like I started my adventure like with friends. Like I would like go to GameStop with them and get the game, and then we'd play all night together. But I think Sun and Moon was the last and really only time that I started a Pokemon experience all by myself. I remember I was in high school at the time, and I did not have all too many friends who were into Pokemon at that time. Classic high school. And I biked to the nearest GameStop to my house, and I got the box for this game. I was so excited. And I remember going home and playing it. It was kind of fun just doing it solo. It was really memorable to me. I'm not usually commenting during streams, mostly here for background noise. Oh, well, thanks for tuning in. And no matter when or how you tune in, I appreciate it. Whether it's background noise for you or if you want to chat. Love hearing from you. He looks just like a kahuna. Sure, I know what that means. He doesn't want me leaving. Can I explore houses? "2016 was such a different time." Yep, it sure was. 9 years ago, and so much has happened. I really can't believe these games are almost a decade old. I really can't. I think part of it is I really only played them 2 or 3 times total. It's like the least of any Pokemon game. Except for Scarlet and Violet, of course. And yeah, honestly, it's like there's a lot of elements of this game that I'm not familiar with, but I don't remember as clearly, I suppose. Like, we're going to have to do a lot of research on, you know, side areas, encounters, routing for, you know, Nuzlocke purposes. Juwan wants to know what are my thoughts on the recommendations that you placed in chat on Discord. I appreciate you recommending them. I may not include every single one of them, but definitely there were at least 2 or 3 that I will be implementing that were good ideas. For those that don't know, I have a community Discord, which you should absolutely join with the link right down in the description that Juwan was referencing. Great place to hang out to chat about Pokemon, but also other stuff. In recent months, we've added channels on sports and fashion, or soon to be fashion, and photography, and all these things that y'all are passionate about that are not Pokemon. So, great place to hang out. And hello, Brownie, welcome back. Yeah, where is Hala? Is there any reason why we don't see him? Because we go here and we see Lily, and we don't... Or we will see Lily, and we don't, I never understood what these statues are either. I understand there's some... It's meant to look like Polynesian artwork, but it doesn't look like any Pokemon. I've always thought they were kind of jarring. Alright, I guess she's just wandering onto this rickety bridge for no reason. Oh, Nebby. Alright, let's go get this thing. I guess I'll just risk my life for this alien that I've never seen before. Or Ultra Beast. I don't know, yeah, I guess Nebby is an Ultra Beast. Alright. Alright. Oop. This is a good idea. What am I doing? Yeah, that is true. Spearow is always a danger. It's like evil Pidgey. Whoa. That thing is cool. There he goes. I guess he really lives up to the title of Island Guardian. He just saved me. Too bad that bridge is busted, though. I wonder where that was supposed to go. I guess that... What, that connected to, like, Route 3 on the north side of the island? Am I the... Are you the Kahuna? No way. Into the bag. That was such a meme in 2016. Oh yeah. Do we ever see the ruins? Good point, Brownie. Can we go to the ruins at any point? Like on the other side of the island? I like it's like really minor details like that I I honestly forgot about with Sun and Moon. So I'm excited to play through and explore. All right, and if you were here and if you have not yet voted in the poll, this is a good time to remind y'all to please vote for the poll. Though I am very satisfied with the volume of votes that we have, I will be closing that very soon as we get to the point where we can pick our starter, which I really do think is like the next cutscene. Look at this guy. Now that's a kahuna. I like how Plank Bridge is capitalized. Like that was its official name. All right, it's time, y'all. It's time. I am going to put up a timer on screen in just a second, and this is your last chance to either vote for. The poll is there in chat. Please vote if you've not yet voted for the grass-type Pokemon Rowlet. If you should want to. I have no bias. The fire-type Pokemon Litten. And the water-type Pokemon Poplio. Alright, well, it is up to y'all what we pick. I'm going to put a timer on screen. If you have not yet voted, it seems like everyone in here has voted, but I'm going to do the timer nonetheless. And this is your last chance to vote. And then I will close the poll, reveal the results, and we will pick the winner of the poll as our starter for this run. This is perhaps the biggest decision that you will be able to make for me. And of course, right after, I will ask you all to sound off. Though I already have a good sense of who is in chat, and you have a chance to nickname this the winner of the poll that we pick. So excited to test out the interactivity of this run. All right, 20 seconds left, y'all. All right, 10, 9, 8. Looks like we're at 32 votes. Is that going to be it? That is a very good number. Last chance. All right, 34 votes. Well done, everyone. And the winner, by a very clear margin, is Poplio. Cool. So we are going to pick Poplio. And you can nickname Poplio. One of the 11 people here, that is. All right, and yeah, it looks like the results were Poplio, 52%. Y'all really wanted Poplio. Rowlet 29. I'm happy to see that. You know I love Rowlet. And Litten 17. Alright. We will choose Poplio. And I know, Doily, you were excited about that. You were the resident fairy type expert and connoisseur in chat. Of course, Poplio evolves into a fairy type. Very excited to use a Primarina. I don't think I ever have, to be honest. Does Poplio choose us? It does. Oh, that is so cute. Oh, one of my favorite cutscenes in all of Pokemon. It's like the only time they show the starter picking you. It's cool. It's really cool. Oh, I am so attached to this Poplio already. If this thing dies, I will be devastated. But let's not think about that. We'll be friends for life. Oh. Yeah, we want to nickname Poplio. It is a male. Alright, should that influence your idea for the name, just wanted to let you know, it is a male Poplio. What I'm going to do, sound off in chat right now. Say you're here, just do whatever to let me know that you are here. I'm going to begin filling out our wheel. With y'all's names, and I will spin it. The winner of the spin nicknames the Pokemon. Uh, 14 people. Hopefully all 14 of you sound off. If not, that's fine. I'm going to start putting people based off of who I know is here. Correct me if there's anyone else that I'm missing or who is not here, but we'll see how this goes. I know Juwan is here, I know Brownie is here, I know Doily is here. So, again, the order that I'm putting stuff in, just so you know, it doesn't matter. It's going to be completely randomized. Everyone gets one vote, even odds for everyone. Brownie, Doily, Juwan, Marina, Pikmin Fan 67. Alright, who else is here, and who wants a chance to name this thing? So far, it's you have 1 in 5 odds with these fine folks. I'm going to give it another minute. Looks like we have 11 in chat, so 6 of you have not said you're here yet. If you're lurking, that's fine. Just know that you might miss out, but we are going to have hundreds, maybe not hundreds, dozens of encounters in this game, so you will have plenty of chances to name a Pokemon. So no worries if you miss out on this one, but this is the starter, so you might want to have a chance to name this one. Douglas Pope says, what about Balloony? I will take that as you want to be added to the pool. So 1 in 6 odds for all of y'all. Alright, I'm going to give it one more minute, and then I'm going to close it. Doily, you are accounted for. All good. Thanks for letting me know. As is everyone else who's currently on this wheel. Doily Brownie, Doily Juwan, Pikmin, Marina, and Douglas. I will give it one more minute, 30 more seconds, and then we will spin the wheel. Alright, think of a good nickname. I'm going to spin it in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Who is nicknaming Poplio? It looks like Juwan. There we go. Juwan Joseph, congratulations. You get to nickname this little guy. What are we nicknaming Poplio? And for everyone else, I'm leaving your name on the wheel. We will probably get our Route 1 encounter in about 10 minutes, and I assume all of you will still be here. If not, we'll adjust the list as needed. It's a very dynamic tool. We will do a roll call for every single encounter, so don't worry, you'll have dozens more chances to nickname the Pokemon that we find. Alright, Juan, what do you want to name this Poplio? Let me know. And we will keep going. Wait a sec. Oh, well, don't leave me waiting too long, bud. Think of something good. Wharfside. Ooh, Wharfside. That's interesting. Ooh, I hope we have the character space for that. I think we will. Wharfside. Okay, just confirming. Wharfside. Perfect. All right, that fits. All right. Congratulations, Juan, and congratulations to me for getting our starter, Wharfside the Poplio, who I'm going to put on screen right now in the bottom ticker. Still have to do this manually. Sorry about that. Let me find good art for Wharfside here. Do you have a preference? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That one's lame. That one? Alright. Oh, this is cute art. Picked by Mrs. Tam Valley. Alright, let's get Wharfside on screen, and we'll keep going. There we go. There's Wharfside. This is great. So cute. Thank you, Juan. Great name. And once again, to everyone else, your name is still on the wheel. We will be getting 3 different Route 1 encounters, actually. That is another thing I haven't discussed. Route 1 in this game is so big that I'm pinwheel clausing it, which basically means, like most challenge run people do for Pinwheel Forest and Unova, I am considering it 3 different routes because of vastly different encounter tables. So we will get one at the trainer school, the outskirts, and then true Route 1. So hopefully 3 more encounters on this stream, depending on how fast we move. And I'm sure eventually, if you come to streams regularly, you'll probably name 1 or 2 Pokemon. So I really am excited to kind of see the patchwork that y'all come up with. That is why I wanted to not do a name theme for this this stream series. Oh, here's this guy. Are we battling how now? That was fast. Let me just staring blankly at him. I hope I get a Rockruff. Hey, I hope I get a Rockruff too. For those that know, Rockruff, or specifically Lycanroc, one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. Top 10. Former channel mascot. Alright, Wharfside is getting his first battle exposure. Luckily we have the type advantage here. But something to think about, we definitely need our Route 1 encounters. I think we get multiple by that point. When we battle him next, he's going to have a Pichu, which is not so great against Wharfside. So that's just something to think about. But this should be a piece of cake. Salazzle. Ooh, Doily wants Salazzle. That is also a fun Pokemon. I would love a Salazzle, especially now that we have Water type. Yeah, I think we should get a Salandit, but it kind of has the Combi problem of if it's a male, it's effectively useless because it will not evolve into Salazzle. So getting a male Salandit would be a huge bummer. And Brownie asks a very good question. Are we doing each battle, the original encounter, call for help stuff? Yes, very good question. For those that don't know, in this game, Pokemon, if they get low health, like a wild Pokemon, they usually call for help as like an SOS thing, so they will spawn in another wild Pokemon. It's a good way of chaining shinies or rare encounters. You can abuse it to the point where you get like a level 5 Salamence, I'm pretty sure. And I will not be doing that precisely because it can be abused so easily. I want that, we banned DexNav when we played Oras a few weeks ago, so I'm doing the same here, banning SOS, call for helps. The original encounter only, no matter how good the other Pokemon that shows up is, we are always going to only catch the original encounter. Because it's cute, because it's cool. I'm going to say Wharfside is definitely cute. I'm going to start beefing with the Meowth. Nope. We are all good. The next day, right? Hey, the first part of this game is a little tedious with the cutscenes, I will admit. I don't mind them when the story is interesting, but I don't need to see this over and over. Florges is in Sun and Moon. Ooh, that'd be cool. A return of Titania, the amazing Florges we had in the X Fairy type Monologue a few months ago. Though, to be fully honest, I'm not going to expressly avoid it. But I would prefer to not have repeat encounters with some of the champions that we've had before. Not that there's all that many from either of the two runs, I don't think. Alright, where are we going? Can I finally catch stuff? Also, just so you know, there is a scripted Picky Peck encounter on Route 1. We are skipping it. It is a guaranteed encounter. Therefore, I'm avoiding it because, like I said, I want to maximize randomness. That is the point of doing a Nuzlocke challenge. So, as soon as we are able to go into the tall grass, I will take 2 steps and run into a Picky Peck. I'm going to either kill it or run away from it, and we are going to re-roll. If it's a Picky Peck again, great. It's a random Picky Peck. So just so you know, I'm not trashing our first encounter. I am making sure it's random, so it could either be a Picky Peck, Gumshoes, or Yungoos, rather, or I just forget what the bug is called. It's not Blip Bug. Grubbin? Yeah, Grubbin. Alright, I don't think we need this tutorial. We have become the champion of 2 regions so far. False swipe kind of early on. Interesting. Thanks for letting me know, Brownie. Is that via TM or a specific Pokemon that knows it? Will I get Mimikyu? Good question. I know so little about Sun and Moon, again, like the specifics, that I don't know if Mimikyu is a guaranteed encounter. I think we have decent odds of getting one. I'd love to use one. Alright. So once again, running from the Picky Peck. Yep, that's what I thought. Let me just triple check. I'm pretty sure it's guaranteed, right? Yes. This is a guaranteed Picky Peck, so we are going to just run away. I don't feel like knocking it out. And we are going to run around randomly, and we'll see what we get. Once again, be ready to sound off, including you, newcomer Celine. Thank you for joining. I appreciate it. Yeah. Oh, alright. I'm not thrilled about that, but it looks like we're going to get a Lady Vaz our next encounter. Okay, well, get ready to nickname this female Lady Vaz. You know, I'm down on it now, but it might be good against the Kahuna with that quad fighting resistance. You never know. Yes, I would like to nickname Ladybot. Alright, once again, sound off. I'm going to put everyone's names in. Just say you're here. And I will put you in the wheel, and then you have a chance of naming this thing. So it looks like everyone is still here. So we have Brownie, Doily, Jawan, Pikmin Fan, Marina, and Douglas. I'm also going to add Celine to make it 1 in 7 odds for all of you. Is there anyone else new? I don't think so, but if there is, just say hi. I will add you to the wheel, and you have a chance of nicknaming this Pokemon. Alright. Alright, once again, we have Brownie, Doily, Juwan, Pikmin, Marina, Douglas, and Celine. I don't think there's anyone else active in chat right now, but if you are, you have 10 seconds left to let me know, or you'll miss out on this wheel, which is fine. Alright, 5 seconds. It's been more than 10. I'm just gonna spin the wheel. Alright, and this Ladybot will be nicknamed by Pikmin Fan. Alright. Congratulations, Pikmin Fan 67. Yeah, what would you like to nickname this Ladybot? Once again, it is a female, should that sway your decision one way or the other. So please give me a good nickname and we'll keep things rolling. And this, again, is our true Route 1 encounter. This is the core Route 1 section, but there is also Hau'oli Outskirts and the Trainer School, which are technically on Route 1 somehow. And we will be getting those as separate encounters, even though they're technically on Route 1, but different encounter pools, and we ought to maximize our encounters. Because the first part of this game is really hard. Alright, well, I'm going to scratch this off of my encounter sheet, and it looks like Pikmin Fan has picked Marinette. Interesting. I'd love to know the reference behind that. Let me make sure I spelled that right. Marinette. Alright, you guys are not disappointing with nicknames so far. Well done for both Juwan and Pikmin. Marinette has been added to the party. Great. I'm going to scratch off on my wheel, put up art for Marinette, and we will keep going. From Miraculous Ladybug. I'm not sure what that is. I'd love for someone to fill me in. I've literally never heard of that in my life. I'm told it's an animated show. Alright, well, I'm tentatively excited to use Marinette. I mean, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Say Ladybug is the best Pokemon in the world, but, you know, we'll have fun. And we'll see how long she lasts on the team. I think I like this more dynamic art of her. I'm going to put that on screen. And yeah, again, that 4 times resistance to fighting is going to help. I'm sure she will be able to eat a fighting Z move from Hala, which is going to be essential because Z moves are scary. No, yeah, we're giving Marinette a chance. I'm truly excited to use Ladybug. That is the fun of doing these challenges. You always use Pokemon that you wouldn't otherwise use. Swift and Mach Punch. Ooh, nice. And I don't know when we get the EXP share in this game. But for now, we will have to switch train Marinette. And yeah, Doily, let me know, what is the psychic type core concept? From the school. Oh, wow, so that's going to be a while. The school is honestly kind of scary, especially with us having a Poplio and now a Ladybug. Shoot, I really hope we can find some kind of answer, because the teacher at the school uses a Magnemite. And an Alola and Meowth, I think. I think it's a pretty tough battle. So I'm a little worried. But here's our first trainer battle. Let's get Marinette some experience. Jawan says, how's the art challenge video coming along? Good question. It's coming along very well. I spent part of this afternoon editing it. For those that don't know, I will be showing it on screen in a little bit, probably the next time I share my screen for the wheel. But for those that don't know, I put out the call about a month, maybe 2 months ago, for my lovely viewers to draw some artwork of a regional form of their choice. And they did so. Some people drew regional forms, like a Sinnoh Snorlax, like Pokemon that already were in that game, but just are like one-off variants. Some people drew newer Pokemon, like a Hoenn form of Aegislash, like a Pokemon that did not exist at the time. So just like really interesting concepts all around. So it's going to be a fun art showcase video, where I'm going to kind of be reacting, not in real time, but still reacting, giving my thoughts on everyone's art. And that is going to be releasing on Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Pacific. So I hope everyone, whether you participated or not, check out the video. Please support it. Yeah, it's been a while since I released a regular old video. I've been mostly streaming this spring and summer, but I'm excited to put out the video. Shout out to Juwan and Brownie and some other folks in chat who did participate in the challenge. And Celine says, thanks for the warm welcome. Been a sub since the 1K days. Happy to get into these streams again. Well, we're happy to have you. Thank you for joining. That is amazing. Since the 1K days, I was literally like 5 years ago. Wow, that's amazing. Thank you. Really, I'm so glad you've stuck with me for so long. The channel has changed so much since then. I think when I was at 1K, I was still technically a variety channel. I didn't really hone in on the Pokemon niche. Like, I remember being at like 5 or 6K and putting out like Marvel videos and stuff like that. I don't think I was exclusively Pokemon until I was just over 10K probably in 2022. Alright, well, Wharfside is kind of turning into a beast. And we're probably just gonna have to tank the second How battle with just Wharfside, if we're being honest. I'm not purposely being down on Marinette, but if we're being honest, she is also weak to electric, and I think she will not do well against Pichu. Alright, more trainers. A lot of good items. Well, we need Tauros for that. We don't get Tauros for a while. Alright, one more battle before we get to the second How battle. You're the newer subscriber here. You only came in around April of 2025. Yeah, it sounds about right. I do remember you joining. You weren't even here for the start of the run, right? Or the start of when I started streaming, the X run. I think you joined like halfway through that. That would have been April. Let's see how Marinette does. Oof. Not good. Oof. Yeah, let's get her out of here. I also want to be mindful of the soft level limit that we have, because as you see on screen, it's 10. Again, I'm not the most familiar with Sun and Moon, but I do think that I should be abiding by the level caps of every boss battle. It's part of the quote-unquote league system, so totems, kahunas, and trial captains. So the reason it's 10 is because 10 is oops. 10 is Elima. We battle in Howley City in just a little bit. But that is going to be kind of hard to abide by because we're already at 8 and we have a long road before then. A very long road, but we want to get Marinette up so she can handle some battles solo, because I really don't want to over-level Wharfside, but let's see how it goes. I'd like to heal too. I feel like I'm gonna waste potions. I feel like it's going I'm gonna get an auto heal before the battle, but I'm gonna heal up anyway. Yeah, we go right into the battle, so let me just put Wharfside in the lead position. gotta head out. You can take me off the wheel for the day. Well, thank you for letting me know and also joining, Douglas Pope. Great to see you. Thank you for participating. And yeah, hope to see you next week. Yeah, streaming at my usual stream time. Wednesday the 13th at 5 p.m. again. So hope to see you there. And Celine says, what a throwback. Watched your Nickelodeon Nintendo Vids 5 years ago. Stayed for all the cozy Pokemon stuff. You were my COVID binge. That is lovely to hear. Yeah, as messed up as that time was in life, I'm very nostalgic for it in a weird minor way because of that period of my channel. It gave me a lot of comfort during COVID too. Yeah, you're referencing my old avatar. New profile picture and not just a silhouette. That is true. My old profile picture was hilariously bad. It was literally like a stencil graphic design of my face. I was going for something general because it was such a general channel. I didn't really think I was going to have a niche. I really thought I was going to be more of a variety commentary channel. But then I was like, hey, Pokemon takes up about 70% of my brain space, so why not just focus on that? And also, those videos didn't do half bad, but really, shout out to Celine for sticking with me for that long. I do wonder that quite a lot. I know there are some diehards in my Discord, names that I've recognized since the beginning, but not so much on stream. So nice to know. And Doily, yeah, I missed your message, so if you want to repeat that, go ahead. I'm sorry about that. And O Creations, Tam, what's up? What is up, dude? Nice to see you. Thank you for joining. Oh, and I wasted those heals. That's fine. Am I ready? Well, now I am. Yeah, shout out O Creations, great creator who gave me the idea for this wheel system that you see now with nicknames for this series. So go give him some love. He streams the day before me. Wednesdays, or Tuesdays, sorry, I think at like 3 p.m. Pacific, if not earlier. So yeah, check out his channel. He's doing a great egg lock of Black 2 right now. Fun series. Although I jinxed it yesterday. He was doing really well, breezing past the 6th gym, and then I was like, wow, there's no deaths. And then like 5 minutes later, he had a pretty disappointing death. Lost a great Pokemon, so. Alright, well, I'm a little nervous for this battle. I hope this Pichu doesn't mess me up. If we can get this thing out of the way. Yeah, by the time it turns into a Pikachu, we're going to need an answer. Our team is very allergic to electric right now. Hope the wheel isn't as weighted on your channel. What do you mean by that? Oh my god, and there's Dead Bedspread. What is up? Great creator. Go check out Dead Bedspread. One of the eminent voices in the Fakemon community. Great artist. And a friend of the channel. Yeah, I agree, Brownie. I think this game has the best character customization in Pokemon. Alright, well, we got past that. Alright, we're level 8. Oh, I should have actually done a little switch training moment. I know, I'm greedy. This is such a horrible idea. I could just get destroyed by an Ember right now, but I'd really like to get Marinette some experience. Alright, let's get her out of there. That was so stupid on my part. But hopefully we bait another Ember here. Wheel selects the same 5 shatters. I have a feeling mine will do the same. I don't know. We'll see. It's been balanced so far through 2 picks. And the wheel is it was pretty small. Now we got 15 people in chat. So excited to get more voices in here. We're coming up on our 3rd encounter soon, I think, in Howley Outskirts. So yeah, all 15 of you better sound off. I want the wheel to be nice and big. Yeah, that was kind of cruel of me to do to Marinette, but she needed the experience. There you go. She needs to eat her veggies too. You're not much of a gamer, Celine. You're me. I'm the only streamer tuned into when YouTubers started switching to Twitch all those years ago. Feels like I get to play through you in a sense. Yeah, I'm the same way, to be honest. Like, I only really watch select creators that, like, where I'm a fan of their other content. I'm not huge on watching streams in general. Yeah, once again, shout out O Creations. Go check out his stream. I watch that every week. Yeah, but in general, I'm not a huge, like, watch stream guy. I get enough live content as a sports watcher when I turn my brain off and don't think about Pokemon. And that gives me more than enough competitive live experience stimulation in life. Believe me, I spend hours of my life watching baseball and football, so. Alright, Kukui's about to do something kind of funny. He hits this pose like multiple times in the game. I love when he does that. 4. Alright, and how is long for the red too? Don't watch too many live streams, especially on Twitch. Yeah, same here. I don't really use Twitch at all. I have like a real life friend who used to stream on Twitch. If he ever does, if he ever does again, I'll plug his channel. He doesn't right now. That was like literally the only channel I was subscribed to on Twitch for the longest time. I'm more like, if, you know, a creator friend of mine who I like their other content, if they happen to stream, I'll watch it. But I don't go out of my way to like find streams. Like I don't consume anyone's content primarily as streamers, if that makes sense. All right. During this cutscene, I can read what Doily said. The core concept of psychic is control. Psychics exert control over the world around them, and their minds learn and grasp and manipulate them. Light, molecules, kinetic energy, the elements. Ooh, yeah, I would agree. That's definitely true for psychic Pokemon. Like, half of them are just super intelligent, and that's their superpower. Like, I think that's like Slowbro's, like, Slow King's, like, Pokedex entry or something. It just, like, is really good at trivia or something. And, like, it, like, I don't know. I'm paraphrasing, but... Alright, well, I think we can finally move on. Celine wants to know, do I go to stadiums often for baseball, or do you prefer to watch it live or highlight or clips? Well, Mrs. Tam Valley is on the floor doing something. Oh, looking at our cats. As she knows very well, I much prefer going to games. We live fairly near a major league stadium, and I do love me some live baseball. I've been to probably like 6 or 7 games this year, and if it were up to me and if my wallet was limitless, I'd go to like 15 or 20. To me, there's really nothing better than being at a baseball game during summer. But I watch it plenty online too. Ooh, yeah, so we're going to his lab, and y'all get ready. We have another encounter on the way. Alright, so what I'm going to do is listen to Lily yap about Cosmog. Can I keep a secret? Yes, I can. Alright, but after that, we're going to tread through this tall grass that she's so very afraid of. And let me just make sure we're in Route 1, but it's like Howley outskirts, you know? I just want to make sure. How do I know? But I think this is our encounter. Pretty sure. Yeah, Wingull. Let me make sure. Yeah, Wingull is exclusive to Howley Outskirts. So it looks like our encounter is going to be Wingull. Oh my god. The electric weaknesses are really bad right now. It's starting to stress me out. I really hope we get a Magnemite or something. But yeah, please sound off in chat right now. Say you're here. I have a good sense, but say you're here and you have a chance of nicknaming this Wingull. Alright, and for those that were here for the Oras run, this is like Banana reincarnated. RIP, if you know, you know. Alright. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to edit the wheel for like a minute. If you're here, let me know. If you're not. Alright, we got Brownie, Doily, Jawan, Pikmin Fan, Marina, Celine. Now we have O Creations. Who else is here? I don't think Deebs is still here. If you are, let me know. I think this is it. I'm going to read the list one more time. 7 total. Brownie, Doily, Jawan, Pikmin, Marina, Celine, and O Creations. I think it's wheel time, y'all. Alright, this Wingull will be nicknamed by... Marina. Alright. Congratulations, Marina. Please let me know what you want me to nickname this Wingull. And while I wait for you to do that, I'm going to put the art up on screen. Do I have a theme that we're sticking to, or is it freeform? Very good question. There is no theme. As long as it's like, you know, not vile. Very much, you know, like you know what like stream appropriate is. You of all people, you're a fellow creator. You manage a wheel of your own. But like literally, as long as it's like stream appropriate, anything goes. Make it funny, name it after yourself, do whatever. Alright, there's only one piece of Dreamworld art for Wingull, so I'm going to put her up on screen. Marina wants to... You want to do 1 second ads? Is that what we're naming it? I'm good. Hey, if that's what you want, that's what we're doing. 1 second ads. I'm just going to confirm. Say yes or no. 1 second ads. All right. Well, I'm gonna spell it exactly how you said there, if that's what you want. No? Did you say something else? Mailman. Wait, where am I seeing? Am I blind? Mailman. Oh, man. Oh, I'm dumb. Oh, I'm sorry. I really thought we were doing 1 second ads. That would have been great. All right, we're doing mailman though. Makes more sense. All right. All right. Congratulations, Marina. Sorry for the confusion. Mailman the Wingle has been added to the team. I'm loving the nickname so far. Good job, everyone. Yeah, now we have really no excuse to... Especially Mailman's level 7, so we're going to train up Marinette and switch into Mailman. I'm trying to leave Wharfside at level 9. Hello, chat. Oh, hello, Annie C. I will add you to the wheel for the next encounter. No, don't apologize. That was my fault. I really almost named it 1 second ads. That's what you wanted. Yeah, Annie, I'm adding you to the wheel because you have a chance of nicknaming our next encounter, possibly. The more the merrier. Eesh. Marinette is very, very weak. Get a Magnemite. I know what I'm calling it. Oh, do you? Well, you can reveal it now if you want. Or keep it a surprise if you happen to, if one, we happen to get a Magnemite, and two, you are the person that gets to nickname it. Alright, come on, Mailman. Somehow you are being outsped by a Grubbin, I think. Either way, I'm going to heal you just to be safe. Oh, you mentioned the AFL. Sorry, Juan. I totally forgot to answer you. Yes, I know about the AFL. Never seen a game in my life, but it sounds awesome. I'd love to, like, seriously, if I ever came to Australia, I'd love to go to a game. Like, one of my favorite things to do is experience sports when I travel. Yeah, I'm a big American football guy, and I'd love to know and see the differences with AFL. Alright. Can you successfully run away? Probably not. There you go. Alright, I think one more battle? Yeah, let's battle you. I feel like you use like a Slowpoke or something. That'd be kind of annoying to fight you. What do you use? Wingull. Oh, also Wingull. Okay. Well, I think, unfortunately, this is a job for Wharfside. Participants tab is helpful for adding chatters to it. Interesting. No, I have not. I've literally just been putting people's names in as like free form. But next time I'm on the wheel, I'll do that. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, if you have any advice to give, because I want to make sure I'm like not omitting anyone, but people have been pretty good about like sounding off, and I also have a good sense of who's in chat. Yeah, I just want to make sure everyone's on the wheel. Uh-oh. Come on, Warp side, pull through. There you go. Good job. Hopefully this doesn't get too dicey. Alright, come on. Yes. There you go, Wharf side. Alright. Shout out to Celine for being Californian, as am I. My favorite state. The Puff. Oh, the Puff. You get to be on the wheel too. Shout out to the Puff, our challenge participant. And longtime viewer. Thanks for tuning in. And Monterey 411. Wow, we got a lot of new people for the next wheel. Yeah, y'all should stick around. You can nickname our next Pokemon. And Maddie, wow, we got a lot of newcomers. Thank you all for joining. Good eye, mates. Got some Aussies in the chat. Oh, great question, the Puff. What wheel? Well, glad you asked. The 3 Pokemon that we've caught so far, Poplio, Ladybug, and Wingull, have been nicknamed by the lovely viewers in this chat. So every time I encounter a Pokemon, I swap to another screen and show a wheel, and I have you send off in chat. Just say I'm here, send an emoji, whatever. I have a good sense of who's in chat anyway. So I will do 1 entry per person. We spin the wheel randomly, and if it lands on your name, you get to nickname the Pokemon whatever stream appropriate nickname that you would like. So, oh, I love this little graphic. That's so funny. Boom. All right, but yeah, if you hang out for probably another 10-20 minutes, we'll be able to get our next encounter. Yeah, at the trainer school, and I'm hoping and praying it's like a Magnemite or something that can resist electricity. Our team is very allergic right now. Alright, hop into my Pokedex. Long-time viewer, first-time chatter, says Maddie. Love to see a classic Nuzlocke unfolding. These early hours are precious times on bonding with iconic mons. If we ignore all the cutscenes... Hey, the cutscenes are the best part. I was literally saying that earlier. That I love the story of these games. Yeah, I don't mind the cutscenes. I mean, some are tedious, sure. But I don't, the story of this game is really good. And hello, Jalen. How are you doing, my real life buddy? Hope you are doing well. Sorry I kind of fell off the face of the earth the last few weeks. We've been busy moving, and I'm tired. And I'm glad to be finally moved. It feels so good. The last 3 days are like the first days that we've been here like comfortably with like stuff put away and like my desk being usable, and it's very nice. I hope you really like my fake mon for this challenge. I do the puff. You had a great entry. I'm excited to talk about it. I am glad to hear you're thriving, bestie. The run is going well. It is. I mean, look on the bottom screen. See how we're doing against electric types. That's the one gripe I have, but otherwise it's been lovely. I'm thrilled that we got Poplio. I let my viewers decide, and I was secretly rooting for Poplio, and excited to finally be using one. My first ever time using one. And my viewers have really clutched up with nicknames so far for the 3 Pokemon we have. Getting a little stressed about that battle against Alima, though. I'm not gonna lie. That is a scary battle. Alright, well, we got a little knick-knack for our backpack. Oh Creation says, how was the move? It was exhausting. It's we had a decent amount of overlap with our old place, and we kind of took it slow for that reason, which was great on one hand because then you avoid you know, having to have a really stressful weekend where you like have to move. But on the other side of it, I mean, I still think it was the correct decision. If you have the financial means to have some overlap, do it. But it also means like you're basically moving actively for like 2 weeks and like living out of boxes, and it's just really draining. Like last week was really rough. Like we were like going back and forth to the new place every single day and like just getting shit and like cleaning it, and it was so tiring. I'm glad to finally be settled in the new place. It's lovely. And I don't think there's anything here. As the kids say, Aura Farm, says Annie C, about Necrozma. That is true. Oh. Kano C is having a bit of trouble. The vote system on stream. Where do you see that? Is that in chat? I want to make sure that people are able to... Is that in the Discord, though? Oh. I think he... Oh, I see in the Discord. He wanted Poplio. He wanted to vote. Okay, well, rest assured that we did pick Poplio based off of the fan vote. And good question, Annie. Or rather, comment. Yeah, don't worry. There's no vote to be had right now. If you were here at the start of the stream, I let y'all vote on which starter we picked for the run. In like a YouTube poll here in chat. And Poplio won, hence why we have one. But there's no poll anymore. But yeah, that's the kind of thing that I announced beforehand on my Discord, so make sure you go join that. Oh, shoot. Whew. Well, I don't want to risk a crit. I'd like to go home and heal for free. And then we can move on to the trainer school, which I don't think we'll be beating today. Maybe? I don't know. It takes a good long while, but I'd like to get my encounter there at the very least. Oh my god, why can't I run? There we go. Alright, I don't think you're a trainer. Should I talk to you? yeah, I'm looking for something that can beat electric types. I don't need more water types. Alright, that was a mistake. All my Pokemon are so slow. Yeah, you're right, Annie. Wallace and Quackleval kind of have the same energy for sure. Oh, I can't get out of here without going through a lot of grass. There we go. That's fine. Let's heal. There we go. Better than a Pokemon Center. Alright, we got a lot of newcomers for... Oh, there's a Pokemon Center right there. Okay. Oh, I don't need the tutorial. This is... Okay, Maddie, I think that was your name in chat. If you were complaining about cutscenes, I agree. This is the kind of cutscene that is not so fun. Okay. Although, it's never a wasted second in this version of the Pokemon Center. It's the best in the franchise. It's so relaxing. I think we're good. We healed at home. The second I step foot out that door, it's another 10-minute cutscene. I guess I'll buy stuff. Oh my god, we start with so much money in this game. I think we have more money now than I did when I was finishing the run in Oras. I was broke that whole run. Crazy. They give you so much here. It's like more than I would ever need. Oops. I might as well just buy everything I'll need. Buy 85 repels. I don't know. I think 11 is fine. Always good to have 2 of these. Are we ever gonna get frozen? Where would I rank this Sun and Moon generation compared to all the others? Very good question. I don't know. I think top 3? Let me think. I think for me the best gens are always going to be 3, 4, and 5. That's kind of just nostalgia from my childhood. That was like core Pokemon fandom for me. But also I think 4 and 5 really are peak. So I'd probably put this at a solid 4. Like Sun and Moon are really quality games. Education that'll make my Pokemon smile, sure. Well, I think we are en route to the 4th encounter after we do all these. I think we could do it before all these battles. I'd like to. 4. I love when he hits that. It's a good pose. I do think I'm going to turn off the XP share. And Juan wants to know if I'm making a food chat on Discord. I am thinking about it. We'll see. I'd rather like poll people on channels before I just create random channels on Discord. I know you suggested it, but I want to like, you know, make sure. I think it's a great idea. You know, like I said, I liked most of your ideas. I just want to make sure that channels are going to get used. I don't want to like make the Discord too bloated and hard to navigate. So we'll see. All right, I am going to get my encounter here though, right now, after I battle this guy. Okay. I should have turned off the XP share. Alright, what versions of the games did I initially buy from generations 3 through 6? Curious to know what kind of kid logic you used to choose between the two. For me, I just chose the color I liked better. Yeah, same here. With 4, Pearl was my first ever Pokemon game. I was a fan of the franchise for years before that, but my mom finally caved and decided to not be crunchy granola and like let me play video games in Gen 4. I guess we'll switch to Mailman. Yeah, Pearl was the last copy on the shelf at Best Buy, so that was my only option. But I definitely do have a fondness for Palkia over Dialga, just because it's far less popular, so I like to rep the underdog. For Black and White, I don't know what I picked. I think it was... it was Black. It was Black, and then I lost my original copy, so all I have is White, but I think I basically got them at the same time. So it doesn't really matter. Oh, and you asked about Gen 3. I think Emerald was the first version I played. Again, I was very familiar with the franchise in Gen 3, but I was not allowed to play video games. So I didn't get Emerald until like after Heart Gold. And then for Gen 6, it was X all the way, because Xerneas is just way cooler than Yveltal. And I stand by that. Your first was Soul Silver. Nice. Yeah, Soul Silver is a peak game. I'm excited to stream that in the future. I'd really like to do a run of Soul Silver. Months and months from now. I already have the next few games picked out, I think. But I'd also love to know what you would all like to see. I say as we are literally just starting our run through Sun now, and we have this for at least the next 2-3 months, but alright. But more importantly, I'm going to get an encounter. Again, this is our last Route 1 encounter. Totally different encounter pool. We'll see what we get. Pray it's Magnemite. And then you have to sound off for the wheel, and we have a lot of newcomers. Ooh, we got a Magnemite. Alright, let's just hope we catch this thing. Oh, I'm so relieved. You know, an Alolan Grimer would have been cool too. I'm just happy it's not an Alolan Meowth, to be honest. Ooh. Well, that's a steel type move. Oh my god. I'll give it one more try. I don't think I had the option. I got Pearl, my bro got Diamond based on what was under the tree at Christmas. Okay, well, I'm curious to know then, like, did your parents, like, be like, okay, we have two copies of this game that are basically the same, and we're just gonna, like, put 2, and whoever gets it, like, it's like first come, first serve? Or did they specifically pick out Pearl for you and, like, wrote your name on the label of Pearl and your brother's on Diamonds? I wonder how parents think about that. Because I remember like trying to explain the concept of the dual versions to my mom, and it was such a hard sell. It was basically impossible because I'm an only child. So she was like, why would I get you 2 copies of the same game? So I think the only time she did that was Black and White. And I truly don't know why. I think it's because I lost my copy of Black. but I also think I got them at the same time. But anyway, sound off in chat. You guys are going to nickname this Magnemite. So I'm going to pull up the wheel. Yes, we'd like to nickname it. All right. All right, it looks like we have... Well, I think it's all the same, except now we have Annie. Yeah, Celine is on the list. All right, we have Brownie, Doily, Juwan, Pikmin, Marina, Celine, Creations, and Annie. That sounds right. I'm going to close the wheel in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, unless you say that you're here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, well, I think that's everyone. If it's not, I'm sorry. But let's spin this wheel. And the person who nicknames Magnemite will be Juwan again. All right. Congratulations, Juwan. Before a lot of people get their first pick, you get your second. So congratulations, Juwan. Please think of something good for this Magnemite. And I'm going to pull up art while you type in whatever you want to nickname it. All right, let's put this art up on screen. What do you want to nickname Mr. Juwan? All right, this guy's going in our 4th slot. All right, beautiful. The team is looking really nice. Only one Alola Pokemon, I have to admit. I'm a little disappointed. I'm hoping we can get more Alola Pokemon. But this is a good team so far. And Juwan wants Malteser. Okay. Okay, it's a pun on Malteser, which I think is a candy? I don't think we have those in the US. Malteser. All right, I like a little pun. Congratulations, Juwan, and welcome Malteser to the party. All right, well, what I'm going to do is take a wee little break, as in 1 minute, so please don't go anywhere. And I'm going to go get some water, and we will reconvene and go through this trainer school. how's it going, everyone? I am back. Gonna be streaming for about 15 more minutes, so starting to wind down. We'll see how far we get. I can't promise we'll beat the trainer school, but this has been a very productive stream. Yeah, I'm going to end stream. Yeah, a little over 15 minutes from now. Get ready to go to a concert tonight. Should be fun. We have 3 trainers left, yeah. I'm getting really worried about how to beat the teacher. He uses a Magnemite, so... I'm so relieved that we have a nice little Magnemite. You are not going to be able to run from this, are you? Oh, you did. Just catching up on chat. I'm not dissociating. I realized there were a lot of messages when I was on break. All right. Thank you for tuning in, O Creations. Hope you have an excellent night. And I'm excited to see you for your stream on Tuesday. For those that are in chat, like I said earlier, O Creations, amazing creator, nice guy. Yeah, he is doing a challenge run through Black 2 right now. Nuzlocke, similar to what I'm doing, but with fun twists. Namely, the Pokemon are essentially randomized because his viewers picked eggs. So very interesting. I would highly recommend it. He streams every Tuesday afternoon. So while you're waiting for me to stream on Wednesdays, go check him out on Tuesdays. Alright, we can beat other people first. I guess we don't need a repel. That was kind of a waste. I think some of these people are in the school. Oh, this place is just so huge. Oh. Chat, I'm really worried to battle the teacher. She uses a Magnemite, and I really don't have a counter for that at this point in the game. This is also a bad matchup. Let's use Malteser for the first time. I don't think we can skip that fight. I could be totally wrong, but I don't think we can. Alejandro the Taco, thank you for tuning in. Glad you are a Poplio fan. Seems like Poplio was overwhelmingly popular. I heard some of you say that you wanted me to get Rowlet. There was no love for Litten. Yeah, Alolan Muck is good. I think we have plenty more opportunities to get Alolan Grimer and Muck. I don't think they're just here. In fact, I think they're on multiple islands. And yeah, I'd really love to get one. They are excellent defensive Pokemon. Oh, all right. Thank you. Oh, there's a quick claw. Very useful. I think that's it. I think we have to go outside, battle that last guy. And then the dreaded teacher. Uh-oh. But I guess I'll stall. Oh, I can't go upstairs. Okay. As I cut to black. Which really throws me out. Can't go upstairs. Alright. Let's battle this last guy and figure out how the heck to beat the teacher. They're just standing waiting for me. Wow. Oh, I love how this guy is like the boss battle before the teacher. It was like a mini boss battle. It was before, in the next stream we'll battle Alima, who is our first real boss battle. Let's see how Marinette does. Oh, she really needs a stab move. She's so weak. Alright, well, I know who's immune to poison. Yeah, get a Malteser. Oh wow, that did quite a lot. I don't want to have to send in Morphside. Oh, great. Hey, well... Luckily I'm hitting you with special moves, yeah? Nope. Magma Mob is physical. Thunder Shock is special. Great. Alright. Yeah, use Harden all you want. Alright, chat. Get hyped for the teacher, who we will be battling right after this. And that will end stream today. Timed it perfectly. So next stream we can get going and explore Howley City. And honestly, probably do our first trial. TM. Work up. Ooh. That could help out. Maybe not immediately, but... Alright, I was called to the office. Can someone heal me up, though? Please, Lily, heal me up. I don't want to use my items. There we go. Thank you. I knew you were going to do that. Alright, who's learning workup? I think Wharfside can learn it, yeah? Yeah, Wharfside is the only Pokemon that can learn it. And he certainly will. Disarming Voice. Yeah, I think we get rid of Growl. Pound is still good for now, just for neutral damage. Alright, I'm a little nervous. I think the strat is lead with Wharfside. I'm very nervous, but I think that's what we do. And then her next Pokemon is an Alolan Persian, who I think Malteser can take on. But we'll see how things go. We might have to do an emergency switch. Hopefully. Shoot, and I don't have like a berry or anything that was going to help out. I guess I'll give you the Quick Claw. Is that going to help at all? I don't know. This battle feels like a lot of luck to me. Like using a Magnemite at this point of the game. I'm sorry. Unless you have Lit and it's broken. Alright. Let's end today's kickoff stream with this kind of stressful battle. And hopefully no one dies. Maybe this is a two-shot. Do we work up first? I don't think we do. Alright. Oh. Oh. I think I'd like to try and infuse it. I just don't really know. Just gonna keep thunder shocking, isn't it? I swear to God, she's gonna use a potion or something. Oh man. The only Pokemon that we can switch to is Malteser. Shoot, and I wish you had some stat-lowering moves. All you have is Thunder Shock. Or Supersonic, rather. Supersonic, please hit. Please hit. Oh, and it landed, yes. Alright, that's great. What's gonna do more? I think Magnet Bomb will do more. Please hit yourself. Oh man. I really wasn't thinking for this battle. It's not looking good, chat. Oh my god. Well, we have to switch. Oh. Well, that was just straight up for nothing. Oh my god, I don't know what to do. Oh no. This is really bad. Oh my god. The only thing we can do... Marinette has decent special defense. I don't think it's better than Wharfside, but... Go for the... I hate to say it, sacrifice? Hope a supersonic lands. But at the very least, heal up. Wharfside? I'm gonna heal up Wharfside. Alright, Wharfside is fully healed up. I'm gonna heal up Marinette now. I think she can take 2 hits. And she should outspeed. Oh god, this is looking so bad. Oh no. I'm gonna heal. Oh, Marinette, I'm so sorry. Oh no. Oh. Well, blood has been spilled right away, chat. I hate this fight so much. It's so BS. Can't let Wharfside die, I really can't. Can you crit, please, or something? You can take 2 hits. So... yeah, you have to go for it. Oops. You have to go for it. Come on, Wharfside, take it. Don't crit. Oh! Oh my god. Oh no. Oh my god. What? Are you kidding me? That is the fastest I've ever lost the starter in a challenge run. Oh, you're kidding me. And now we're flinching? Oh, we're down to a team of 2. My god. Is it okay? I mean, like, how are we going to beat Alima? I'm getting really worried about that. Next stream, we have to beat Alima. You just got back. Holy shit, dude. You missed the most bullshit fight in all of Pokemon. Having to fight this horrible, awful, Magnemite that, like, literally, I said this before the fight, unless you get Litten, there's no beating it. Like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how we're going to beat Alima. I think we have one encounter before that. I mean, I like our type coverage between Malteser. Malteser is a huge pickup, and, you know, Wingull ain't half bad, but we're going to have to just keep this run going. We have no other choice. I'm heartbroken. I was so looking forward to using Poplio. This is just horrible. Welcome to Alola, folks. 2 encounters. Are there? Is it Howley Beach and Howley City? No, I didn't get Howley City. I didn't. Minor setback, yeah, for sure. Would you restart stream with the same Pokemon? No, I wouldn't. No, the run has started. We're doing the run. I wanna keep it going. That's why we're doing the challenge. We have no other choice. Yeah, Annie has the right idea. We're not restarting, y'all. Alright, Alima, we have to battle you next stream. Verdant Cave. You are right, but I'm talking about the next battle, which is with this guy, Alima, which is in Howley City in like 10 minutes of game time. Thanks, Celine. I believe in myself too, but it's going to be rough. The start of this is going to be rough. I hope we can fill it out with more encounters. Oh, you really think I should restart? No, we're not. Chat, we're not restarting. The only way we're restarting is if we wipe. It's not going to sit right with me. I'm sorry. I'm not going to just give up. We have 2 Pokemon left and we can make something work. I know we can. And I do think we have a Howley City encounter. I think we can get something good before battling Alima. Yeah, I'm sorry, Juwan. You named Dwarfside, who we now have to put to rest if ever we can. And this, imagine your wife was having a kid with the ultrasound. They had no arms and no legs. That's this run. Exactly, y'all. We're only gonna, we're only gonna restart if it's a wipe. Alright, let's pet this thing. I don't know if I'm going to get it now, but I'm going to look up the encounters in Howley City. If it's nearby, I might do it on the stream, but I really should get going. So I'm going to see. It might be an extreme sort of thing. Let's see. Yeah, so Alima, I'm just looking at the battle. If you choose Poplio, which I did. Oh, that's not bad at all. He uses Yungoos and a Smeargle with Leafage, which we can very easily beat with Magnemite. It's fine. That's really fine. I'm not worried. We're going to get encounters. We're going to bounce back. This run is so doable, y'all. We can get not the most helpful Pokemon. Maybe a Pichu, Grimer, Abril. God, if we run into an Abra and then it runs away, I'm crashing out. But yeah, I think there's only one encounter in Howley City. Yeah, good question. What ability is Wingull? I don't know. Alright, show me around Howley City. Okay. The next point that we can save, I'd like to save. Yeah, like, to be fully honest, I agree with you. You in an alternate universe. Very interesting username. But yeah, purely for what I just said, Elima using Leafage on a Smeargle is honestly makes me so incredibly relieved for the battle. And yeah, I'm not worried for the Elima battle. I'm more worried for stuff further down the road, but honestly, we get encounters before that. I'm feeling good. And I'm really not in the mood to watch How just mess around on the beach. Alright, so we were not going to get our encounter on this stream. There's too much to do. I just want to get to the Pokemon Center and heal and say our respects and end stream. Alright. Pokemon Center, let me heal our 2 survivors. We will say goodbye. First, yeah, we'll say goodbye first to the lovely Marinette. I was down on using a Ladybug, as many people are, and I was truly looking forward to using you. I really was. I really tried to not expressly use you as a sacrifice. I don't believe in doing that in challenge runs, but I believe you helped out in battle as much as you could, and I'm sorry your time was so soon. So goodbye, Marinette. Oh, and goodbye to Wharfside, our starter. I literally ran a poll, and 34 of you voted, and most of you wanted me to use a Poplio, and things were looking good. I'm sorry that we did not get to use the Poplio that you all wanted so much. But we will do the run in your honor, and the battle against Elima will probably be able to go smoothly because of the type advantage that you give us. Oh, and I'm so sorry. Thank you for your service, Wharfside. 07's in chat. Great starter. Alright, well, and then there were 2, Mailman and Malteser. Alright, let's have these guys clutch up. Yep, see you all a week from now. My next stream will be on Wednesday. August 13th, 1 week from right now. Go join the Discord before then. Oh, and I have a video coming out Saturday. That'll be fun. I didn't plug it on stream. I will right now. I don't have too much to say about it. Other than, I have a video on Saturday, 9 AM Pacific. I'm still editing it, but should be able to release it on time. Look for that in your YouTube inboxes. Saturday, the 9th at 9 AM. It's going to be a lot of fun. Reviewing all of your lovely original forms. But with that being said, I will see you hopefully on Saturday. Please check out the video. And then for the next stream, where we will have a very stressful time, but hopefully add a few more good team members on the 13th. So I will see you then. Thank you all for such an amazing turnout and start to this run. This was absolutely wonderful. I was really excited to start Sun, and I still am. I'm not letting this tragedy that we experienced dampen my spirits. I will see you all a week from today. Hope you have a good one.